Hey everybody, it's Kelly at BookFunnel, and today we are talking about automated sequences, some welcome sequences that were submitted by some of our users here at BookFunnel. And today we have Brenda Hyatt, who is a romance author who very graciously gave us a glimpse into her welcome sequence so we could take a look and maybe go over some things that are really awesome and give others some ideas of what they might do with their sequence. Okay, so let's jump right in to the very first email that Brenda sends out as soon as someone signs up for her newsletter. As you can see, it has "Welcome Book Lover. Thank you for giving my newsletter a try." Obviously, the first thing you want to do is say welcome and thank you for signing up. So that is right there prominent at the top. Another thing that I really wanted to point out when it comes to what Brenda put right in her welcome sequence is the ability to not be here if you don't want to be. No hard feelings. I think we talked about this in the last video that I did. It's always a nice idea to give them an out without feeling like they are obligated to stay. That's up to the user. Of course, they're going to do whatever they're going to do, but it just lets them know that it's all right. I understand our inboxes get a little full sometimes. So I do kind of like that sort of, it's okay, but thank you for signing up anyway. And then as a thank you gift for signing up, I am going to give you these free short stories. And there are 2 stories that are being offered for signing up for the newsletter. This is always great. If they came to you because they signed up for one of these, that's okay. Just it gives them another opportunity to download your free book that you provided to them. And in this case, there are 2 books. So even if you've got one, there are 2 that you can get. The only thing that I would add to this that we always recommend, we recommend it so often, is to have a button using your button tool in your newsletter builder for these. You could put, like Brenda could put it right here, and then right here under this instead of having it as a link. The only reason why, and you could see that her covers are actually hyperlinked. So they would take them, if I were to click this, it would probably take me to a BookFunnel page. But this just gives them a little extra place to click. That way they are sure to get their freebie, which you definitely want them to do. So moving on from the freebies, the re-offer of the freebies. One of the things I wanted to point out is the setting of expectations that Brenda does here. This is really nice because it's telling them, hey, this is how often you're going to hear from me, and there's no surprises. There's nobody, we're not going to I'm not going to spam you every day or anything like that, but you're going to be looking for some more emails that's just going to tell you a little bit about me, and it's going to let you have a download link for another free book. So it's giving them another reason to keep opening those emails when they eventually come. And then she just has the closing. I'd love to hear from you. Please don't hesitate to email me with any comments or feedback that you have about my books, and happy reading. So this is a really great start to a newsletter. I really like how it sets expectations. It welcomes them. It makes them like you're part of the family. Come on in, let's join. And it gives away 2 free books. Not everybody has 2 free books. I know I don't. I only have 1, but it's always a really great idea that you're giving bonus content that's exclusive. And that's what's nice about this, is that there's 2 and a hint of a third. So that's always really great. I'm going to pop over to the other one. The next email comes 3 days later for Brenda. Okay, and next we have email number 2. And again, I just said this, but this comes 3 days after email number 1. So again, we have this great heading up here. I don't think I talked about that in the first segment, but that's okay. She has a picture of herself, so we know what she looks like, and it's very on brand for the romance genre. Okay, so next, hello again, book lover. As theme is being kind of established, she's going to be calling you a book lover, and that is going to kind of trigger you into thinking, oh, well, I love books, so I should open this. I hope by now that you're able to load your free short stories into your preferred reading device. Please don't hesitate to holler if you need help downloading or opening the files, or if you have any other questions for me. I like this because you're offering to help and be interactive. You can always just send them to us if they're having troubles. You could maybe put in here that you have a team at BookFunnel that will help them upload on their devices. It can be a little daunting because there's a lot of devices that readers could put their books on. So, but I like that this is very open and friendly, and saying, hey, I'm here. I'm actually a person and I can, I'm actually here to help you. So yeah, kudos. I like that. If by chance my welcome moment went astray, check your spam folder. And then I like this right here. So again, I like buttons. We like buttons here, but this is a interactive, almost like a survey. Yes, I'm reading now, or I need to finish my current book. And the answer is really probably not all that important to Brenda as much as the interaction. And that part of it, I think, is why this is here, because you have something for them to do and they're likely to click on it if they see buttons. So I like this. Now, I did actually click on both of these buttons, and what it did was it opened up an email box for you to email Brenda directly. And I didn't want to open it up on YouTube, but it does have yes, I'm reading now, or not yet. I'm still on my first book, or finishing my book first. That was actually already pre-populated into the subject. So that helps your reader. And again, I think it's more of the interaction, like, yes, I'm reading, or no, I'm not. That's great. But tell me what you're thinking or what you know about the story. So I think that's really, really great. I really like that. Okay. So moving down, we do have one more little place here where she sets expectations. That is, hey, just be on the lookout for another email from me in the next couple days, and I'm going to give you another freebie. So be on the lookout for that. And I think that's really great because, again, setting that expectation of this is how often I'm going to email you and where we're going from here. And then we have the about me, which I always like to have. This is a little bit about her writing path, her writing journey, and during things that are about her author life, and then what she enjoys, what she likes to do when she's not writing. And I like this. I think it's maybe could be trimmed down a little. And I know, we have a lot to say, especially when you have been writing for 30 years. Definitely, I can see that. But I think once we get past these little these bigger buttons here, it might be a little bit more of a difficult thing to get them here. I almost want to say you could break this up into maybe even another newsletter and have the about me come maybe on letter 3, but that's totally a choice. Like, that's totally up to you, of course. I just think that after they have this little interaction, they might click away. So that's just something that I would have noticed. And then after that, we have the what's next. And as I said, you'll be getting one more email from me. So it's reminding again. I'm not sure if that's necessary because you already had it. So I might take one of those two things out and maybe just keep it in this section. If you're going to keep this section here to make sure you receive them, make sure to whitelist me basically is telling, look in your Gmail, look at your promotions tag, and then also invites them to write to her, to tell her what they think of her books and to, get to know them. So again, being very welcoming and open and just being available to your readers, which is great. And then I look forward to getting to know you better and sharing more books. Happy reading. Then we sign off. So I really like this. I do love this interactive piece, letting people know this is how, you can email me directly. You can just email me and I'll even open up the box and put the subject in for you. So I love that. I really think that's a great idea. If you're not comfortable getting that, you could have like a survey that they fill out instead of having them directly reach out to you. You could do like a Survey Monkey or something like that. But this is really great. Okay. So what's going to happen next is a little bit different. This is where we conditionally split. So Brenda has a way that her mailing system will look for people who have opened or have not opened either of the two previous messages. If they have opened the previous two messages, then in, I think it was 3 days, they get email number 3. But if they don't open email number 2 or email number 1, either one of those are not opened, then she waits 5 days and then she sends the next email that we're going to look at now. So it's basically a conditional split, which is like, yes, they've opened. No, they haven't. If they have, they go and get the next newsletter in 3 days. And if they don't open in 5 days, they get what she called, I think, X, number 2X. So let's take a look at that and you can see what that looks like. Okay, so this is what she called email 2X. This is her spam check email. It's basically just, did you get it or did you not? And I am going to kind of scroll up so you can see, oops, did my welcome letter land in your spam folder, book lover? Again, oops probably catches people's eye when you see that. If you're like going through your, your box of, your inbox and you're like, there's a ton of things in here and you see the word oops, makes you go, oh, well, that's weird. What is that? And then you click on it and it says, when you open the email, hello, book lover, technology has two faces. Where it works, it's great. And when it doesn't, it's it's not great. And I'm sending you this email in case technology has been playing nice. I know I sent you emails welcoming with my welcome email or my welcome newsletter, but my mailing service says you might not have received it. Now, this is a great tactic because it's not saying, I know you're not opening my email, but it's also putting it out there that it could be that it just got lost somewhere. So are you good or what's going on? Okay. Because my next email that I'm going to send you has a complimentary book gift that I want you to download, you might want to let me know whether or not you've received the original email. And then you have the yes, I received your email. No, I didn't receive your email. And this gives them, again, another interaction that they can immediately click on this item and get information or get the thing. So it's giving them something to click on. And again, buttons are great. I love buttons. And so this is a really great tactic to re-engage them or to see if they're just not going to bother to open the email at all. Now, when I clicked on these two buttons, it again opened up to an email that was already pre-populated with a message that said, yes, I received it, or no, I didn't receive it. Maybe I need to double check and I'm going to add this email address to my whitelist. It's almost prompting them to, hey, go check your spam folder. Hey, go look and see if you have me somehow. You're actually not receiving this. And so this isn't actually clicking in to sign up again or do anything else. It's really just popping up an email. And if you need help, email me. And it's giving that welcome and that, that feeling of, hey, I'm willing to help you. So just, reach out to me and send me this email. So again, this email comes 5 days after the last email, which is email number 2. If neither 1 or 2 has been opened, then this is opened or this is sent on day 5. Well, 5 days after the last one came. Now, the next one that we're going to be looking at is going to be her number 3. This is the actual third email in her sequence. This one, again, is a little side off to the side. This is what is actually is number 3. And this one is sent either if they've been opening the other emails 3 days, or it's sent immediately after they've re-engaged. So that's what we're going to be looking at next. And this one, remember, she's offered another freebie. So let's take a look. Okay, so now we have email number 3. This is the final email in the automated sequence. And so we're going to take a look and see what information is offered, what freebies are given, and all of those things to kind of wrap up this sequence. So again, hello again. I'm just reaching out to make sure you are able to download your free short stories and to give you an idea of what to expect from me after this. Please holler if you need any help. Great. Just in case my last email went astray, check your spam folder, or if you missed the link, here it is again. So this is for the original 2 short stories that were being offered, and she names them so that you know exactly which books they are so that you can go back and look and see in your BookFunnel library, well, yeah, I don't have those yet, so I need to click here. Again, I'm going to suggest buttons. I like buttons. When I did click on this link here, I was taken to a web page for Brenda that had her books there that were basically listed again. You could also use a bundle page from BookFunnel that would have the 2 books together on the same page so that they can just click and download, or they might have to sign up. Depends on how you have it set up, each of your landing pages set up. And then the last part here, or the next part I should say, is if you enjoy these stories, you'll be happy to know that I also have 3 free first in series full-length novels for you. You can download these complimentary books directly by clicking on the covers, or if you're not comfortable with that, from some of the vendors below. So if you click on here, this will get you the book, or you can go down to one of these. When I click on the covers, I do get to a BookFunnel landing page that allows you to just download right away. I'm not sure that I would put the part where you're not comfortable. You would want to go over to one of the other vendors. I guess it depends on how you are using this particular page. You have been giving them BookFunnel books, so they might already be familiar with how BookFunnel works. If this was your first interaction with somebody though, and you're like, yeah, maybe I don't want to do it that way, you could just send them over if you want them to purchase it. Maybe they'd be like, I really like your books, I'll buy it anyway. So that's that could work. But these do take the reader to a BookFunnel download page. So this is, just two different ways to offer it. I guess it's a choice of whether or not it's working for them. Do they mostly pick the BookFunnel covers or clicking on the cover to get the BookFunnel link, or do they go to Amazon? It would be interesting to know what the click rate is for this particular page, just to see if whether or not, well, I'll just get it for free on BookFunnel because I know BookFunnel, or if they're going over to Amazon or to Kobo or wherever they read from. Yeah. Okay, so next we have the What's Next section. So going forward, you can expect to receive 1 to 2 newsletters a month containing my latest doings, deals, releases, and occasional freebies. Each month, I also include 1 question poll to give away a signed vintage paperback book and an ebook to 2 randomly selected subscribers from amongst my awesome group of readers, which will now include you. Important for you to be eligible, I need your first name and your state or country. Click here to update. So basically, here's the expectations going forward. We had expectations for the welcome sequence, but now we're talking about going forward, this is how often you can expect to hear from me. And this is really great because when they're reading this, they're going, okay, well, in a couple of weeks, I'll get another email and I get to have my name in for a giveaway, or I can take part in a poll. These are all interactive things that I really like that lets your reader know you're still engaging and active with them. And a giveaway is a great way to do that, especially if you have a giveaway of an ebook. That's very, that's easy. You just send them a BookFunnel link or a gift code or however you want to distribute that. The paperback is very cool because a lot of people are like, I got a signed paperback. This is awesome. And all I have to do is just engage. It kind of gives them a reason to keep coming back and engaging with your newsletter. And then it offers up the Facebook groups that she has other places where she can be found. So Instagram, you can find me on Amazon, Goodreads, BookBub, and, just basically where you can find me. And then until next time, kind of a goodbye. It's okay if you want to unsubscribe. Again, you're just saying, just click that button below. No hard feelings. It's okay. And then once again, reminding them how to keep the newsletter out of the spam box. And that she would love to hear from everybody and that she looks forward to hearing from her readers in the future. So that is the final email that Brenda sends to all of her new subscribers when they are put into a welcome sequence. Brenda did say that she had more than one for different genres. So she has this one for this particular genre, and then she has other genres that she writes in, and that newsletter looks a little differently, but sort of seems to behave the same way, where it has the conditional split and all of those little pieces, those moving parts. So anyway, Brenda, thank you so much for letting me take a look and letting everybody see kind of how you do things. And we really appreciate your time. And it's been a while since you said these to me, so I appreciate you being patient. And if you have any questions or if you want to know some more, you can just reach out to us at support@bookfunnel.com and we'll be happy to help. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Check out these other videos from BookFunnel, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.